Oh no. Okay, hello. Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of Song Lyrics That Are It podcast. I actually don't know if that's a podcast name that I can use. I haven't looked it up, but I'm going to assume it's available because I simply will. And if not, I will re-record this. But this is a segment that I do on TikTok and I will start doing on YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels. However, I have been thinking about it and it occurred to me that I absolutely love talking about song lyrics, and just sharing that in like a minute and a half to 3 minutes is not enough time for me. So I'm gonna try doing a YouTube podcast. I have the podcast set up here. You can't see it. I meant to put it in frame. And then obviously I'm recording, well, not obviously, because if you're not watching this, you don't know, but I'm recording this with my camera as well. So this podcast will be released on Wednesdays, same as the Song Lyrics That Are It segment that I do on TikTok, Insta, and YouTube Shorts. And I'm going to give this same introduction every single time because it's important for others to know and myself to be reminded. This is not me sharing what I think the artists meant when they wrote these lyrics, because I don't know and I cannot speak for them. And this is not me saying what you need to think about or feel or interpret lyrics, because that's not for me to say either. I am simply sharing my experience and my feelings about the lyrics that I'm going to share. I am a lyrics person. I was transferring CDs from an old CD case to this new one I have to my left. For those of you who can't see, it's sitting to my left right beside my water bottle. And as I was doing that, I saw that I had these pieces of papers at the back of the CD case. And I also had the booklets that come with CD cases, so I knew what those were, but I did not know what the pieces of paper were. And I had seen it several times, but I just ignored it because honestly, I thought it was some like emotional journal entry from when I was 14. I was like, I'm uninterested in reading what I was going through back then. But as I was transferring the CDs, I finally looked at it and I saw that they were lyrics, the lyrics from Flyleaf's second album, Momentum Mori, I believe is what it's called. I believe it is. Whatever means remember you will die. That's what the title of the album is, but it's in a different language. The booklet that comes with that album, it says the titles of the songs, but instead of lyrics, it has like, it's almost like they created a story around the songs, and that's what's underneath each song is the bit of story that goes with each song. And as beautiful as it is, that didn't help me know what they were saying when they were singing. So I looked up the lyrics to the songs, and at the time, I don't know where this went, but I also had the bonus album where it had, I believe, 3 or 4 extra songs on it. And for whatever reason, I'm going to assume I ran out of ink from the printer. So I took lined notebook paper and I wrote down the lyrics to those extra songs. That's how important lyrics have always been to me. I love knowing what I'm singing, what the other person's saying, what I'm listening to. It makes the impact of the song hit deeper. So without further ado, today I want to share with you some of my favorite lines from the album I'm Alone, No You're Not, from a group of sisters that call themselves Joseph. So their name is Joseph. And this, I believe, is their first album. This album came out in 2016, but I first heard of Joseph just a few years ago. So this is 2022 as I'm recording and releasing this. Just kidding. It's 2021 as I'm recording this, but I will release it, I think, January 5th of 2022. But a few years ago, another singer that I really enjoyed posted about them on her Instagram. And since I loved her music, I went to check them out. And the first song, I believe, that I heard from them and from this album is entitled White Flag. It's the 8th song on their album. And it's just like a super, I'm not good at genres, and I do not have an electronic device to look up what genre of music they're in. So I guess that's something I should share now as well. I have never been good at categorizing other people's music. I mean, if it's super obvious, I can go, oh, that's rock, that's rap, that's electronic. But when you start getting in the super like, well, it's actually pop rock, or it's actually grunge, or it's trap rap, or that goes over my head, okay? They're saying words and a rhythm. Maybe it's considered singing, maybe it's considered rapping, I don't know, but I like it. That's all I can tell you. So as far as Joseph, they would probably be considered folk. I just consider them good. Cheesy, but true. Okay, so anyway, White Flag. The 8th song on their album, I'm Alone, No You're Not. The lyric from this song that I love the most is, I'd rather be dead than live a lie. That hit home for me because around the time that I discovered their music, I was coming to grips with the fact that I am a people pleaser. Kind of ironic because I also am pretty good at telling people no and setting healthy boundaries, but there has always been this thing inside of me that has said, if I don't have people nodding their head and figuratively applauding me and telling me that I'm doing the right things, then I'm worried I'm doing the wrong things. And I'm not gonna go much deeper into that, but I don't actually know all the thought processes I had when I first heard this line, but when I hear this line now, I'd rather be dead than live a lie, I'm like, absolutely, yes. It's not worth it to not be authentic and to not be honest with myself. So that's it. No need to keep repeating the line. I'm honestly tempted to just say the line 10 more times to reiterate how important it is to me, but there is that. Another song from the album that I love with every single fiber of my being is Planets. It is the 5th song from the album. And okay, honestly, it's a very short song, and quite frankly, I cannot tell you a line that I love from the song. So I will be reading the song's lyrics. It's 3 short paragraphs. I am a planet turning around the sun. With a brilliant blaze of glory, it heats everyone. I am a comet flying through the stars. With a trailing tail of mystery, I travel very far. The stars are a blanket, I'll wrap them round these shoulders, arms spread out wide, turning falling into flight. I really can't explain to you the depth of meaning that these lyrics hold for me, but I can tell you that I love outer space, okay? I don't know a bunch of facts about it. I don't know what's all going on with the people who are going to Mars or somewhere sometime soon. Obviously, I know nothing about it, or except for that they're going somewhere sometime soon in outer space. But I can tell you that these lyrics, when I hear them, I am reminded that I have worth. And that combined with my love for outer space, it's like perfection. So one of my favorite songs on this album, and the entire song, the entirety of those lyrics are my favorite. The last song I wanted to mention is the one that I mentioned in my shorts today, my YouTube shorts and Insta Reels and TikTok. And it is a line from the song called Honest, and this line is actually the title of their album, I'm Alone, No You're Not. When I first heard this song, loneliness was something I struggled with so much. And part of the reason I was struggling was because I knew that logically and technically I was not alone. Because logically and technically I knew I had people who loved me. But even though that was true, I still felt alone all the time. So I would put this song on repeat as a reminder to myself. I recognize that you have these feelings and these feelings are valid, but please don't let the validity of these feelings diminish the truth that you are not alone. That's how those lyrics made me feel, and I'm very, very grateful for them. So that is all I have for you today. Like I said at the beginning, I will be posting every Wednesday. This podcast will be released on YouTube and on any place where you can get a podcast. It is titled Song Lyrics That Are It. And thank you for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you again next week.